Hey, oh gosh, how's it going, everybody? RD here. We're gonna be playing with our Primate deck today. I tried to make this video yesterday, but then it got cut short, so I just ended up deleting it because it just it wasn't didn't. I think it cut off mid match, and I don't think we had too good of games before it. But right now, my voice is a little rash right now from a sore throat, so bear with me on that. And oh, you know what? Forget that. We're gonna play this Pikachu EX deck I just built. I forgot. I just built this. We're actually gonna play this. The only reason I'm using, so I went to look at some of the top decks at funny enough too, like I don't usually go look at decks. I usually just like, this game's so simple to me, and I feel like to most people it should be. Where if you not, I wouldn't say to everybody, but it's pretty simple to where if you're used to these card games, especially if you play TCG live, you should know how to make a deck pretty much. And I got to, you should just get to a point where you should be able to make your own decks without like having to go find one. That's why I don't usually make content for like copy my deck. This is the best deck, but like I usually just like, if you want to see a gameplay of a certain deck, come look at my deck. So one of them, interestingly enough, was Vulpix. I actually looked. There was a top four. This placed top four in the tournament, and it's the exact. This is the exact, and I say exact deck of a top four deck, and I built this deck myself from on my own, like no one else, just me and her fiddling around. I built this deck, and this deck was a top four deck, so I just thought that was pretty neat. But again, the cards, it's very few cards, so it is very easy to make a deck that someone else has already made or thought about or whatever. So it's no one's probably making anything special right now unless they drop like 300 new cards tomorrow. Everyone's gonna pretty much have used or been used the same decks. Anyways, that may be, most people may know that. But anyways, I'm using this Pikachu EX deck. I looked at some other decks just to kind of get inspired of what people are using, and I thought that this one worked pretty well. I think this works pretty nicely as far as getting like Sabrina, because we have Electrode, and he's able to retreat for free, and if we just need to, he hits for a consistent 70. So if we just aren't getting lucky, it can't get our Pikachu, he may also be able to just kind of give us some consistent offense. And then we have Zapdos, kind of a tank here, in my opinion. If you're really, Zapdos to me is really just meant to be a tank and potentially attack. Potentially attack if you just have nothing else going. And I actually did lose a match to a Pikachu deck because their Zapdos hit. Their Zapdos, for them to, they were either gonna win or lose, and their Zapdos hit me with 200 damage on my Gengar, fully healthy Gengar, and it won them the match. And if they just missed one heads, if they had just missed one heads and hit me for 150, I would have won that game. So Zapdos can come clutch, but I guarantee you, I wouldn't expect to hit for more than on average 50 or 100 with him. But yeah, Pikachu deck, sorry about the intro on the Primate deck. We're gonna use Pikachu here. I just realized it once I saw it, because I was waiting to use this deck, and I decided today's the day. But I'm using Electro just because of the art. I have some nice art on that and the Pikachu. I don't even have a normal Pikachu EX. I only have the fancy crown art one, or 3-star. I don't even know how you freaking name these sometimes. Okay. This is interesting. We can start hitting Zap for 50 next turn. I'm not gonna Sabrina here because then he can just put in his Pikachu. He may be able to one-shot me next turn. I'm not sure. If so, we may have to just concede here because I don't. If we can't stall for at least another turn, yeah. If he knocks me, I think we leave here. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Great. I would have just saved Sabrina if I known that. But that gives her to both his ex. And there's. Yeah, I actually should have held Sabrina. Then I would have definitely held Sabrina because when his next Pikachu comes in, he's hitting. Great. Yeah, we may just concede here. Now because he's definitely hitting us now for 90. And we're not doing no damage right now, honestly. Oh, now you want to show up Zapdos? If I had known that, you know what? I would have definitely let Pikachu take a hit last turn. If I had known that. Let's see. Here's what we can do. We can stall for one more turn here. And see if we can pull a basic. This I can't remember if we run 2 Sabrinas or not in this deck. But if we only have 1 Sabrina. Okay. No, I was finna concede. He may not have Lieutenant Surge though. I was like, yeah, this game's dead after that. But he definitely may not have. Oh, perfect. He definitely may not have Lieutenant Surge because most of these decks don't run Lieutenant Surge except for Oh. Oh, I just realized I have to sacrifice energy this turn. Okay, we just get up out of here. I didn't even think about that on the X. I needed an X speed there too. Still getting like this is like my second game or so with this deck, so still very fresh on it, and so it would have been a good plan had we pulled an X speed there, but no luck. But yeah, Pikachu's one of those decks that I think I never really thought you could have a bad hand with it, but you definitely can have some bad hands with it. But as long as you see Pikachu, you're normally 8 out of 10 times good. As long as you just see him. Like if he makes it to the field early game, you're in good shape. All right, perfect. Perfect. Even more perfect. Hmm. Great. With that being said, I don't mind. Yeah, let me go and get Pikachu online. I think. Oh, I think I see the purpose of this deck. This deck's to stall as long as you can. With it looks like you stall as long as you can with that Professor Oak would have been pretty clutch right about now. Oh wait, we should just let. We should have actually. I should have did some. I was hoping to pull an X speed or something, but I should have did some mental math and realized I could have I could have already killed this Psyduck this turn, had I just started attacking him. I am mentally not playing well today. So many. I was just hoping to pull a Voltorb or X speed or something, get Pikachu out next turn. But it was gonna take me 2 turns anyway to charge up Pikachu, and within that amount of time, I could have just knocked Psyduck out with Voltorb. So if I don't see Hunter here, we're in good shape. He still doesn't have Hunter, it looks like, so. Yeah, this deck's meant to prevent you from using. Yeah, this is not bad considering the biggest flaw I felt in Gengar deck is it felt like by the time I got Gengar out, most people had already used both of their like professor researchers before that by the end of that time. I don't want any damage on Pikachu yet because if Gengar does come out, he does 100, and with a Giovanni, then he'll be able to knock me. So one thing I don't want to do, I don't want his Psyduck to hit me, because then he can one-shot me with Giovanni once he gets a Gengar online. So does he waste energy? Yeah, I guess he has time to waste energy on Psyduck here. Even had he pulled Hunter next turn, we got set up. We got set up pretty nicely there, and the fact that we managed to still set up with no professor research, with just nothing but pure, just us. So that was pretty good. You can't Sabrina the Psyduck either. You just have to sit on the Psyduck. Are we going second? Oh, okay. Interesting. If we can get some decent draws within the next turn. Oh, and okay, not okay. If he doesn't have coughing within wheezing, I should say, in the next 2 turns, we're good. Wow, what a starting hand there. What a starting hand. Can't even say nothing about that. Another Voltorb, all right. Not bad. We can definitely get a knockout next turn. Oh, and I forgot we can just attack too. If Weezing comes out, but we're gonna Sabrina next turn regardless of what happens here. I don't want to see Weezing yet. Of course we see him anyway. That's wonderful news, guys. All right, good deal. We get this Pikachu online soon. Someone's getting knocked out this turn. All right, good. I was hoping that was actually the worst mistake. He should have sacrificed one of his Tratinis. I feel like the one. Excuse me. I feel like one of the strongest things with this deck is the double Koga, or like Koga into a second Weezing is crazy. But now he can't throw a second Weezing out. But can we kill him within? The question now becomes, how fast can we knock him out? He made Kogas here, but then either way, he's still in like a worse. He's still he gets the knockout. Someone's getting knocked out next turn. Uh-oh. Do we run potions on this deck? Koga does come out. Interesting. I think I should definitely save. No, I should have got Electro online. Cause actually now that I think about it. Wait, why did I do that? I should throw that other energy. I naturally do that anyway on Electrode. Because next turn, I don't know who's finna get knocked out. And thirdly, Pikachu's not finna hit too hard this turn either way. I just realized that. If he go ahead, I was gonna say, please go ahead and involve that Weezing. If I sub Weezing in, he can't do anything here. And what? Never mind. He just beats us outright. He just beats us straight up. Oh wait, no, we survived that. My only win condition is to hope for I think we went with a Giovanni next turn, right? No, we don't. No, we don't. My one win condition is he doesn't have Koga before we can kill him. If he has 2 XP sitting in his, he may. Yeah, this deck definitely runs XP, so it wouldn't be a shock if he has at least one next turn. That's what sucks here, is if Pikachu has survived at all last turn. No, not even that. If we had Electro, this one online this turn, we could have ended this within 2 hits. Or had we thought about the second Giovanni, we could have also ended it then too. Right. Just in case he has a potion or something. I don't know. He may if he has an X speed, he wins here. Or Koga. If he pulls Koga, has an X speed, we lose here. He already used 1 though, so. Our win condition was we wasted energy on Pikachu on accident, and had we not did that, we would have won this game. That came down to a mental error. Again, such small details, and you don't really have to think about this stuff, but you have to just kind of like If I did say I did pick energy on Electrode that turn, what's the harm? That way, him or Pikachu is ready to attack next turn. It was no harm in doing that. So that was a mental lapse on me. I always usually think about that type of stuff, and normally, I just don't know why that turn I just didn't. I just was acting quick. That's all. But yeah, we could have ended that. We could have won that match too for sure last turn. I do like how many Voltorbs we're pulling right now. All right, depending on, we're going second. See, depending on the deck we're going against, depends on what I do here. And this is, I usually preach this anyway. Always dump out your bench Pokemon. I know sometimes I sometimes want to think, you want to think, oh, maybe I should hide, but you never know when you're gonna get red carded. So always just dump out your bench, because you definitely don't want that to go back in the deck. Oh, that would not the smartest move there. I don't know if you want Mewtwo taking damage so early, even with a potion. Ooh, rough. All right, so that's great. I think the one annoying thing that could happen this turn is I could get Sabrina here, but that would probably be the most annoying thing right now. A Sabrina would be crazy annoying right now. Okay, great. Uh, 70. He may potion here. If he potions, then I think we just Sabrina next turn. Yeah, I figured. Okay, yeah, I think we just Sabrina to But I need to be cautious. Let me make sure. How much? Oh, good. Oh no. Okay, guys. Crossroads. We should be able to pull a basic with Professor Oak, right? Well, how many cards in the deck? 11 cards. We have one Pokeball still. We have another Pikachu, another Electro, and another. That's it. So three out of what's the probability of that? And then we pull. So we have a chance of getting 3 cards next turn and hoping one of them is a basic to win this. Should we risk that? Or do I just let Zapdos take a hit here? I think this is the smartest play. But if this man pulls out a second, okay. He just concedes there. Okay, cool. Okay. Here I was thinking, doing overtime gymnastics, doing the probability to see what's. I usually do try to think like, what's the chance of me pulling something? If it's pretty high, I'll take that risk. It's rare I'm in that situation though. We're going second here. Let's see. Oh, nice. I wondered few reasons he could have conceded. He conceded after the cards had flipped, so he may have had three reasons. One, he either picked the wrong deck. A lot of times, I think people will quit if they just got the wrong deck. Sometimes. Secondly, he may have saw that I had Pikachu already and thought that it was already. And me going second and having Pikachu, probability is he probably was gonna lose that one. Thirdly was that he just had a terrible hand. But I think it probably most likely was the fact that I had Pikachu and I was going second, and that pretty much put me in a good spot against him. One of the best hands you can have is two Professor Oaks in your hand. It almost doesn't get better than that, except having, I think the best possible hand you could have in this game, potentially with any deck, is two Pokeballs, two Professor Oaks. And you pray that you don't pull any basics with your first Professor Oak. That's like the best opening hand you could see. Let's do some math. Okay, I think, yeah, the turn he gets 3 energy is also the turn we get 2. Okay, good. My only issue right now is that he does tank. There is a potential loss if he has Giovanni here. That's why I was debating almost Sabrina. A Sabrina this turn. If he Giovanni's, we're like in such a bad spot. What the world? It's no way he has Giovanni. I was gonna say, to have that hand plus Giovanni is crazy. All right, perfect. Zap comes out. Couldn't ask for a better ending than that. And I think we just win here. All right. Do we Giovanni for good measure? No, because he doesn't tank anything here, right? Even with two potions, we're good. He made 2 potion us though here. Yeah. You know, oh great. Thank goodness I didn't make that dumb. I almost made a dumb sacrifice on wait, what? That's interesting. That's interesting. Three. Then you have 3 on. 3 there. One, two, three. Okay, I'm down with this one. 70 plus a Giovanni. If we can get Electrode, we can also kill Giovanni. I mean, we can also knock Mewtwo potentially with no second potion. You know, I swear I switched out here. He may have Giovanni. This may have not been the smartest one if he does have Giovanni. But I switched out just because he can actually one-shot me with this Mewtwo here. And that went okay, good. I don't know if he saw it. Wait, what? Interesting. All right, that's what the only thing I was scared of was a double G, was a was a potential knockout that turn with this Mewtwo. If he has a potion, we lose here. If no potion, we win. Okay, good, no potion. All right, we win. We win here then. I need to start triple checking that. I need to start. Okay, this deck does run 2 Sabrinas. A lot of times, it's really important to know how many Sabrinas you have. And this deck definitely has 2 of them. The double Giovanni, you don't see it often, but just that's why he's the logo man on for us. Big G. All right, good deal. Yeah, Pikachu's nice. It feels so good. Excuse me. Oh man. Yeah, Pikachu feels great. I think, that was one thing I was, just coming in is playing with some of these meta decks to see what you like and don't like about them. And that's why I played Charizard, even though I just don't want to play meta decks. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel that fun to play with the best decks. I like using not what everyone else is using, but not to be different. But sometimes it just gets like predictable too. Like people can, you just start running into a lot of counter decks, especially if you're running meta decks. And people are most prepared. And this game is not too many countering you can do right now, besides tight matchups. I guess Sabrina's one of the other potential disruptive cards that you can use if you're hitting. If I'm going against something like a tanky Blastoise, I guess I can technically keep trying to hit around it. But yeah, so that's the deck, that's the game. I do like Zeb Striker in it because I didn't mention why, but I feel like when it comes to a Pikachu deck like this, we're hitting 490. I think most other Pikachu decks are very, very sneaky, and I think a lot of them will double. Especially if you get double Pikachu, it is a very hard combo to beat. Because you're hitting you can sub out for you're hitting for 90 and sub into another Pokemon that's hitting for 90 with both of them having 120 HP. Now Pikachu has the lowest benchmark for HP for like an XP an EX Pokemon, so it is not that troubling to deal with, especially if you're using something, just anything like a Primate deck or even a Machamp deck. Pretty much everyone almost hits that 120 threshold. Ninetales does with a Blaine, so it's you can deal with it. Most decks do handle it, and I think most decks do pretty much target Pikachu over Mewtwo, because I think Mewtwo's decks really comes down to how well, or if they get Gardevoir online a lot of times, because you can definitely play around Mewtwo, and it's usually just one you're gonna have to deal with. Once you take him out, I beat Mewtwo so consistently with just any deck. So I used to, even early on in the tournament, I used to use a Machamp deck, and it still did pretty well because of how bad how well things have to go for Mewtwo sometimes. But I will say, and then Machamp himself can tank a 150. A fully healthy Machamp can also tank one of Mewtwo's attacks. So yeah, the only negative to this deck is really just almost just having the right hand. If you have a bad hand and you don't get any basics, that's pretty much the only time this deck just flops, I think. But I think even with Electrode, it still does well. That's why we run 2 of them, because you can still hitting for 70 consistently is still pretty nice. That's just 20. That's literally just 20 below Pikachu's 90 for the same cost. So I mean, it really is a great substitute, especially if your bench is not what it needs to be. So, and then ultimately, I think he partners really well, because on top of that, he subs out for free. So even while you're waiting to get your Pikachu online, you can just keep attacking with Electrode and just walk him out, walk him to the bench. So yeah, I think it's a really great deck. I just don't know if we need to keep EX Zap, or maybe what's I don't know. How much HP does that other Zapdos have? Let's see. 100, yeah. 100, not a bad tank, I think. I would probably run this one if I was running a Raichu Pikachu deck. I think that one would be a little bit better as a tank, but I think this EX one works just as well, especially for that rainy day 200 you may need. But yeah. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy. I was eating lunch during this match, so hopefully it wasn't any loud. My chewing, I tried to minimize my chewing. I didn't have anything crunchy, so it shouldn't have been too loud. But hopefully you guys couldn't hear it. But my headphones pick up everything when I'm recording. So, but anyways, hope you guys did. If you did enjoy, please thumbs up, like, subscribe, comment. We're out. Peace.